Hi guys, my name is Jacob Ferguson. Now, I'm going to be doing a 15-part series on the queens of season 11. Now, of RuPaul Drag Race. Now, does my opinion, or any opinion about Drag Race in general really matter? No. Take it from a guy with a flip phone. My opinion might be different than yours, but it is my opinion. If you have a problem with my opinion, that is your opinion. I don't have a problem with your opinion. So whatever I say about these queens, whether I dislike them, like if they're far on the spectrum for me, like Adore Delano, or really high up on the spectrum, like Bianca for me, don't send me any hate. These are just my opinions, but feel free to voice your opinions in the comments. Now, I'm going to start off with Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Now, Season 10 premiered before Season 11. I'm stupid. Yes, it did. I'm sorry. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo was a returning queen from Season 10, transferring over to Season 11. Now, Vanjie's personality is one that I would describe as Laganja, but medicated. Like, more medicated than she was. Because, you know, she has this really big personality, but just is softer with it. She does develop a relationship with Brooklyn on the show, which, I mean, good for them. I wasn't happy when they said that they had broken up, because they really seemed like a cute couple. But Vanessa Vanjie Mateo she's not dead, is one of the most iconic queens of the season. Not only did she make top 5, but unlike Cynthia Lee Fontaine, she has more of an influence. Now, Cynthia is going to be another video entirely. I'm going to talk all about her. I love Cynthia. Vanjie wasn't really a surprise for me, but just think what would have happened if Calorie had gone home first on Season 10. Would Calorie have been in Season 11? Think about that. Voice your opinions down in the comments. I want to know. My opinion, absolutely not. Calorie wasn't as memorable as Vanjie, and the Miss Vanjie line, became iconic. Now, as far as looks go, definitely stepped up her game. We got to see a whole new side of Vanjie. I do have to critique her on that silhouette, obviously, but Plastique Tiara, another queen that I will talk about soon, wore the same silhouette for most of her challenges. Now, people actually really like Plastique Tiara. I'm impartial to her. I think she's fine. It's just she wasn't that for me. Vanjie wasn't that either, but she was, she was up there because you got to see different layers of Vanjie, other than the meme. I mean, you had her funny side, her vulnerable side, and her, her willpower. I think my favorite thing that she did in Season 11 was her cool dad in Episode 2, which is kind of sad because she had some really good things like her Miss Vanjie music video, but she kind of flatlined for me after a while. Because she started out the first challenge really strong, but then became safe. Now, Vanjie, in her Good God Girl Get Out role, awesome casting. Her, conversion therapy, beautiful. The one that I had a problem with was Trump the Rusical. I don't think she should have been Rosie. I think she should have been Melania. And Mercedes have been somebody else. Because she was not a good Rosie. She was too... I was going to say too skinny. But Rosie O'Donnell, if she watches this, she probably won't. But if she watches this, you know, skinny legend. But Rosie O'Donnell is, you know, this big icon. And I just don't think that she did that. Her Snatch game was awful. Not the worst that I've seen, but awful. The worst that I've seen, besides Patricia Quinn, Aiden Zane's Patricia Quinn, because that was unbearable, was Kenya Michaels' Beyonce. No, bitch. No. That was terrible. Which, season 4, I'm gonna go on a mini rant. Season 4 Snatch Game was the worst Snatch Game ever. It was so bad. And the sad part is that Milan got put in the bottom, even though Fifi O'Hara clearly deserved to be in the bottom. And Latrice didn't even get a redemption in All Stars 4 because of Gia. So, Latrice, I'm going to talk about later. But back to Vanjie. She did Danielle Bregoli. No. I can totally see you doing the Cash Me Outside, how about that, girl, for a Snatch Game, because it's funny. But she ran out of jokes. Because that's all she's known for. She could have pronounced her name. Yeah, I'm bad, baby, but I'm also bad, baby. Like, she could have done so much with it. They just kind of left me like, whatever. Was she the worst? Definitely not. But by that point in the competition, you've either won a mini challenge or you don't. And it sort of started a downward spiral for Vanjie, because the next 2 times she was in the bottom. And then she almost won a challenge, but didn't, and then got eliminated. I feel like she should have won the challenge that Brooklyn won. Sorry about it. Vanjie definitely deserved it. Brooke is probably going to be soon. I have a lot to say about Brooke. Vanjie isn't a trained dancer, but she did well in challenges. Most challenges. And, I mean, it wasn't like they were hard challenges. I think the most strenuous was probably the Drag Olympics challenge. For anybody, really. Even Brooklyn, who, you know, is like a dancing queen. Vanjie, it just goes to show that you could make a name for yourself. First impressions are everything. Now, you thought I was done. It's only 9 minutes and 43 seconds to do a video, honey. You really think it's gonna be done? No. A lot more to say, not about Vanjie. So this video is titled Vanjie and did I put? I know I have Kyria and Evie put together. Vanjie and Rajah. Now, Rajah O'Hara was awful. She was bad. It wasn't, she's a really good person, but I'm so sorry, guys. She just wasn't, she just was mean. She was Fifi O'Hara mean, and it was just sad. Because I had high expectations for her. I was like, she's gonna go far, but she kept on being put in the bottom, and then eliminated Scarlet. And that's when I was like, you know what? This gig ain't for you, sweetheart. Why don't you just scoot along? She got eliminated. After eliminating Mercedes and Honey in Scarlet, she got eliminated by Akira. Rajah did not do well in any challenge. She was safe, bottom 6, bottom 2, safe, bottom 2, bottom 2. Now, you need to shine in the competition, or else you're going to get eliminated. I would not have given her so many second chances. I would have just went, you know what? You gone. Toodles. I mean, it just sucks that people like Scarlet and Mercedes and Honey left because of her. I mean, I can totally understand Honey and Mercedes, but by Scarlet, do you think Rue would have gone, you know what? You've been in the bottom twice now. Don't you think that you're doing something wrong? And then sent her packing. And immediately after Scarlet left, she just wiped the mirror. That is so unprofessional. You know, it just makes me sad that there is a queen from season 11 that did not treat any other queens with the amount of respect they deserve. Now, does this mean that she's a bad person? No. Out of the show, she's a lovely person. But in the show, she became the main villain. She called people smelly. It was just heartbreaking to me because I was really rooting for her. But she got sent home because of her farm to runway, which I totally agree with. So, with all that being said, would I like to see either of them in All-Stars? Absolutely. Vanjie has a lot more to prove. And I feel like she's the Shangela of the New Age Shangela, where she'll just pop up out of nowhere. Rajah, yes, but she needs an attitude adjustment before she goes back on reality TV. I feel like competitions get into her head, and then she just... Now, I will not release the second part of this for a while. I'm going to do some other videos, but I will try and create a playlist once I have all... Let's see... So, 5... all 8 videos uploaded. This has been Jacob Ferguson, the guy with the flip phone. Bye.